Next part is on the defining your customer. तो आपके पास will keep more in terms of Hindi so that who are convenient with the Hindi might be all will be convenient. आपको हिंदी में ज़्यादा convenient रहेगा तो हिंदी हम ज़्यादा रखेंगे. So now it is coming to the define your customer. So customer लाने के लिए आपको पहले क्या करना पड़ेगा? तो पहले आपको कंज्यूमर बनाना पड़ेगा. You cannot आप डायरेक्ट कस्टमर को जाके नहीं बोल सकते कि भाई आपका ये मुझे प्राइस दो और मैं आपको ये प्रोडक्ट दूंगा. फर्स्ट focus is to make a consumer for your product and services. There are various examples, let's say Geo. So first you are a consumer, then you are a customer. For any product and services, first you consume that product and services, then you are willing to pay a price for that consumption. And then ultimately you do the repetitive business or a one-time purchase, or then it comes a customer loyalty and repeat program and various other models comes into picture. So first we will focus on the consumer and the customer. So who are your consumer? That you have to first define. So consumer is the person who ultimately uses your product and services, who consume the product and services. And the customers are who pays to you from their pocket for that consumption. So there are different business model and the criteria in terms of someone is paying and someone is consuming. So accordingly, you have to first define your consumer and the customer. Furthermore, is we need to focus more on the consumer value creation, because ultimately, if they are happy, then customer automatically will pay. You don't have to make any efforts to get the customers. If consumers are there, consumers are ready to consume that product, then someone will pay, either consumer or the another person who is responsible for paying that price. Then for defining the consumer, might be you can conduct the interviews. Also for your campaign also, or any learning initiative that you take. Then furthermore is increase of the existing market. In case of existing market, what is the popularity of that product, how the consumer behavior is that, what is the changes in the consumer behavior. In the fashion product, if you go, then every 6 months it is changing. So you have to understand the consumer behavior also. Then in the existing business, you can also take the data analysis, data analytics, and then now the data is a new oil. So by defining your customer data, analyzing the customer data, you can also furthermore define the product for a consumption and understand the consumer behavior also. And if you are able to give the product in consumer hand, then it is a great part you are doing. Because if your product is consumed by someone, then ultimately or definitely you will get the customers. You don't have to do any efforts for getting the customers. And if you're in an existing business, then check out the competitor strategy, how they are doing, whom they are approaching, and what is the consumer psychology, that what they perceive to be focus, so that it will help to focus on the consumer. The another part is the most important also now in the digital world. Listen to the social media, how the social media works. Let's say what we called as a WhatsApp university. So if somebody has read something in the WhatsApp, then they will agree that yes, it is there. From that consumer behavior and the consumption pattern, you can also define the buyer persona, how the buyer behaves in terms of buying the product, and how you will define in terms of innovative ways to attract the customers with the various product strategy, marketing strategy, or any in terms of marketing tool, buy one get two free, get two free on the buying of 5 product, or any coupon scheme, or any in terms of referral program, then ultimately you will get the more consumer and the most customer. And from the behavior of the consumers, you will able to get to know that the one-time purchase, it is repetitive consumption. Then it is experimental events will help you in terms of how the consumer react to your product and services, whether they like, dislikes, whether they want to go for the further aspect of innovation, or the changes they want in your product and services. As India is a 144 crore population, presently India has biggest advantage in terms of demography analysis. So population अंडरस्टैंडिंग के साथ उसमें आपको बिजनेस की अपॉर्चुनिटी भी आपको पता चलेगी, कंज्यूमर कितने हैं और कहाँ हैं वो भी आपको पता चलेगा, और कौन से कैटेगरी में यू वांट टू फोकस, दैट यू कैन एबल टू डिफाइन, and ultimately you can able to build customer profile to furthermore define the who are your consumer and customers. उसके आगे जाए तो आपको ये कंज्यूमर और कस्टमर एक बार डिफाइन कर दिए, लेकिन वो सस्टेन करने चाहिए आज कल और हमेशा. तो आज कल और हमेशा वो कंज्यूमर रहे, कस्टमर भी रहे, then your business will remain for forever. So your ultimately acquiring a customer cost or a consumer cost will get reduced very low, or maybe you will not able to incur anything. So sustain user base and the customer segment is also to focus from your product and services. So now we'll take the one example on that, and after that we'll also understand the more this concept from the case studies.
That you should have majority of your feedbacks on the value creation you have done for the customer, not from what your product did, not from what your service did, but from the value creation you and your team could do for the customer. अगर वो feedback मिला, you are already a lot above your competition. क्योंकि
So who gets the highest value from your product and services? So you have to define that, and who is willing to pay price from that value creation, from the use of the product and services. So left side is your consumer that is getting value creation from your product and services, and right side is your customer who are willing to pay the price. So this is the product. Let's say it's a educational product. So in education, children are the consumer, and children are the consumer, but the customers are parents. So if children are willing to use that product, then parents will buy that product, will pay the price for that product. So ultimately, if you build your consumer base in a majority ways and expand your consumer base, ultimately it's fall in terms of customers, and customer will automatically pay the price. The second example is the office. If employee want to take a coffee, then yes, employer will pay for the coffee. If employee want to have let's say internet, AC, or any entertainment or a music or anything in the office, so consumer are the employees and the employer are the customer. So if you have a consumer, then yes, it's done for your business. Furthermore, and the biggest example is WhatsApp. We are the consumer for the WhatsApp. We don't pay anything for the WhatsApp. But yes, WhatsApp is earning from someone, from the database analysis or data, or further in terms of collaborating with the other enterprises. They are earning from their product and services, and ultimately they are using our data. So yes, we are the consumer. So WhatsApp has focused to first build the consumer, and then ultimately, at presently they have sold to the Facebook. But before that, WhatsApp has not approached any customer to pay the price. So if you have a large user base, a large consumer, then yes, you will get a value from that user base.